Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of How Come But Effective Is It? Today we take a look at, well, one that you voted on for episode 2, so here we are. That is, of course, the mask that is inside the bag. That is actually really nice. Once again, I am wearing the very colorful, hyper tough gloves, which there will be a review on one day. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about this mask, but I will admit that that is very fascinating about the design of itself. So, in this very nice bag here, which we will actually get into in a bit, which I'm kind of curious, is the apparatus? Yes, the apparatus is in there. Okay, so, this of course is the Czech M10M. The M10M, well, I'm actually going to let John the Collector explain that one. Go ahead, John.
This mask entered military service in Czechoslovakia and East Germany in the 1960s and is still in service but in a much more limited use. This mask is a copy of the American M17, although it has some differences that makes it unique. This mask will not protect you against any NBC agents due to the filters being outdated, but this mask will still protect you against particulates. This is why machine shops and sewer workers in the US are using this mask, due to its ability to filter out particulates. This mask no longer has military life, but it is still in use by the Czech Republic's civil protection and civilians as well. Like the GP5 filters, people have been discussing the safety of these filters, but it is pretty much safe to say that these filters contain no asbestos. In my sources that I will put in the description, it is said that the tear gas filters contain fiberglass, and the NBC filters contain activated charcoal. If you have a problem with the safety of these filters, don't take it up with me. Take it up with the people that originally posted this, which are in the description.
John the Collector, everyone. Just give him a round of applause. Now, the mask itself does come in a very nice, actually, like... Okay, there are two styles of bag it comes in, but this one in particular is like this nice synthetic leather, and it's really, really nice. And the cool part is it's very spacious, so you'll be able to fit your magazines, drum mags, I shit you not, damn near anything. Hell, you can even take this as your carry-on bag if you're someone who goes to school, things like that, and you have very light books, and you have, like, not a lot to carry in a backpack, but you still want something that's able to carry it. Hell, I bet you anything I could probably carry my laptop in this. Probably not, but I will admit this has been used a time or two for magazines and other things like that. So, moving on. But what you do get with it, besides, of course, what's in there, is you do get a drinking system. This drinking system is a cork-style system where you just pop it onto the canteen, you plug it in, and you just like that. However, unlike other masks, you can't exactly get on the straw and just start drinking right away. No, you are required to squeeze that canteen or let gravity do the rest, more or less. Also, this is a nice little pocket here for your Derringer or your concealed carry if you have one. Again, very nice space. Very use of space, actually. So, opening the main bag itself, you do, of course, get, well, the mask in question, the Czech M10M. Now, the Czech M10M also comes with ballistic lens here, which I will get into in a second. Let me just take off the bag first. The ballistic lens in question are easy to get on, easy to get off. That, and if you want to reinforce them, take them off, put a layer of clear Flex Seal or clear Flex tape on them, a couple layers of that, maybe 2-3 strips of clear Flex Seal tape. You just reinforce the damn thing to a pretty good bit. Now, the big issue with this mask is that it's a cheek filter mask. The cheek filter concept actually came from the American M17, and this is an American M17A1 clone. Now, I'm not going to talk about the American M17 until I get an M17 into my hands, to where I can do an episode in of itself on that. Thank you, let's move on. But here's the thing. The mask itself is a horrible copy of the M17 because, well, take a look at the filters. When compared to an actual picture of an M17, the filter, the actual rubber around this actually is right there on the filters. They're actually thin. It's a thin mask compared to this. Not only that, but there is no inner seal in it, unlike other masks where it does have an inner seal all around it to where you have a better, well, construction. This does not. It does have a drinking tube, however. Your voice diaphragm is right here, and we'll get into that in a second. But the way you actually install the filters into this thing is like passing kidney stones in reverse, or giving birth, or, you know, anything of that nature. Because what you have to do is you have to actually open her up like this and finagle it in so bad that it is just a nightmare in of itself. Then you have to screw these on, which that is one thing I do like about this mask, unlike the M17. The M17, these right here actually clip on. I don't like that. Not only that, but another feature about these actually, which is really cool, these vents are directional, meaning you can direct them however you want. So if you want, while you're walking, to have a constant airstream, you can actually do it like this and have it to where the air comes in like that. Or say you want to have it upward, downward, what have you, the intake can be switched to whatever direction you want it to be in. And it's rather cool like that. That is a really neat design feature, I'm not gonna lie. Now as for the voice diaphragm itself, the voice diaphragm is this right here, this shower head looking thing. Under this is a membrane of sorts that allows your voice to be reverberated a little louder, and that way you can be heard in the mask. But that's just how it is. Now, this is a size 1, which, ironically enough, it does fit me, and it is somewhat comfortable, but I do have some gripes about it, but we'll get into it. So let me just go ahead and put on the mask, and we'll do a shouldering test to see how well it is, and then we'll talk about that, okay? Okay. Okay, we have an air seal in it, and like I said, the voice diaphragm allows you to reverberate your voice a little louder. Now here's the problem. First one, this is front heavy. Like, no joke. All this right here, not needed. This is not needed. They should have just kept it simple. But no, they went and made it a little bit heavy, and believe me, I'm taking all my might to basically keep this from coming down. Another issue, while yes, these are triangular lens, and while yes, I have more of a wide angle view downward, not so much. And the way the mask is designed, I'm hitting my chest at the bottom of this every time I'm looking at it. So if I go look down to grab a mag or something, I have to tilt my head like this in order to actually hit. Now grant muscle memory, when you're like this and you can do like this, that's perfectly fine. But if you're just using this, which again, we'll wait till after the test to give my full thoughts on that, but when you're actually using this for fighting, it's not exactly the best idea or the best option. Because of the way this is designed. So that's just my thoughts on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually get an M4, or let's actually get a couple platforms to shoulder, and we'll see how that works out, alright? Alright. My American audience, the AR platform. Let's see how she shoulders. Not so much. And here's the sad thing. This is legitimately what you're told to do in the military when fighting with the cheek filter man. You are to angle this at an angle, use it, and then fire. Now here's something I actually learned pretty well from some veterans who actually had to serve in these things. What they did was they said they weren't going to fight distances. It was more or less use it like a paintball marker and just do it like that. Even one guy spoke up and said he actually loaded his rifle with tracers so that way he could see where the bullets were going and adjust accordingly. Kind of interesting and kind of a cool idea in my opinion, especially when fighting in this thing, which is not easy to shoulder. But since this was made in Czech Republic at the time when the Soviet Union was around, maybe it was made more in mind for the AK-47 platform. Or just the AK platform in general. So let's actually get an AK, shall we? And here we have an AK. So let's see if this will shoulder. Yes, actually. It actually does shoulder. I'm able to line up the sight. So yeah, okay, so this mask was designed more for the AK platform in concept. So, yeah, okay, that's kind of understandable. Not only that, but the buttstock is not, like, in line with the body. It's more downward down a slope. So, again, okay, that's interesting to note. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Now, what about for my European viewers who actually rock G36s? Well, let's grab a G36. Here we have the Ghost G36, which is by GameFace. Let's see if it'll shoulder. Yeah. No, like, seriously. It's shouldering like a fucking dream. Holy shit, okay. So, European mask, or, correction, Eastern European mask, meant to use, European firearms. Okay. That's interesting. So, we learned something today, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, okay. Now, here's the thing about this mask. It is front heavy as fuck. It's not comfortable to wear. The oral nasal cup, while yes being somewhat good and keeps you from fogging up, primitive, in my opinion, it's very primitive at best. But you could hear me clearly. You could see how the weapon was shouldered. And it's rather interesting to see how an AK and a G36 shouldered better than an AR platform. So definitely interesting to say the least to see that. But I've went on gabbed on long enough for as much as I could say about it, as well as John could say about it. Let's go ahead and go to the test, shall we?
Раз, это хардбас, все спортивку Адидас. И на Найке пацаны слушаем хардбас басы. Этот стайл любимый, ждет все в ритме колбасы. 150 ударов тут, пацаны спортивка ждут. Это школа колбасы, веселее, пацаны.
Extremely uncomfortable, I'm going to tell you that now. Ready? Go! While yes, you can still get in-date filters for this, I don't recommend it. I can safely say for a fact that there are some downsides to this, and in my opinion, this mask should have never been brought out of the paper stage, or at least there should have been some design choices that should have been altered. Now, you can buy these for relatively cheap, under $50 or even under $20 if you are able to find the right ones, but I'm not going to tell you to get one, because in my opinion, there are a lot better designed cheek filter masks than this. Now, there are some design choices that I do like, such as the directional intake vents, the actual screw-on intake vents to where it actually secures properly the filter, but at the same time, I don't like it because, well, it's bulky, it's not great to shoulder if you're an if you have an AR-15, which then again, I know my US viewers probably have more AR-15s than they can count, and they're watching this thinking, hey, this mask might work well with it in case I have to. And every veteran and their mother who's basically watching this, seeing this design mask, is getting freaking flashbacks to basic training when they had to train with this thing, or at least a style of like this, or the M17 in general. But once again, like I said, once I actually do get an M17 into my collection, we will do a dedicated episode to that. But yeah, no, with everything said, with everything done, all I can say is this. This mask is 100% semi-effective. It's semi-effective because, yes, you still can get end-date filters. Do I recommend that? No. Do I recommend this mask? No. But I am being honest here and saying that, yes, it does the job. While poorly, it still does the job. Yeah. Either way, though. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Airsoft Owl. And next time on How Combat Effective Is It, I let out my inner fanboy for a particular mask, one that is similar to the one in DayZ. It is the Finnish M61 V2. Till next time.